I know it's political 101 to make hay out of any goddamn thing that you hear, but something that happened 30 years ago with your pregnant wife, yeah, probably maybe shouldn't have happened. Probably definitely right, shouldn't have happened. But the child has already grown up, gone to college, has wife and kid and all the rest. I don't know. I think we can probably move on.com, right?
I think I'm the only one that can actually make inroads into those communities. And why is that? Because I'm one of them. Look, human nature always looks for people that we have something in common. I'm bilingual. I understand. I'll be at the Cinco de Mayo festival. I'll be there with them. And this is what people want. They want a governor that they feel truly understands their challenges.
What do you think is within the control of the governor when it comes to
So this was the infamous interview. Check it out because it's an incredible interview. Kyle Clark asked some tough questions, and I don't think he got the angry response that he was wanting. I guess him to storm out or something, storm off the set or some shit. Right? All I did was just ask him a question, but he didn't storm off. In fact, Greg Lopez was incredibly composed. He was so calm, cool, and collected. Cooler than a goddamn cucumber is what he was. I'm only going to mention this. It was, Oprah. Oprah was kind of mean to her new man who she came from an abusive relationship, but then she found a good man, but she started being abusive to him until he finally stood up to her one time. One time. 1993, that was back when, Yeltsin and Papa Bush signed some treaty, NAFTA, Rodney King riots. Jurassic Park. The only thing I'm going to mention is, so Greg Lopez is a Republican. He's in a Republican primary. He's running against this Heidi Klum, this white woman with blue eyes, Heidi Ganahl. So Heidi Ganahl is running against him, so it looks like he's the underdog, is he not? He already ran in another election, got 13% of the vote. He came in third place, a dismal, embarrassing third place behind Walter Stapleton, who's going to lose to the current governor, who is going to be the Democratic choice. So Walker Stapleton lost to Jared Polis. So why would you assume that Victor Mitchell or Greg Lopez or Doug Robinson, who all lost to Walker Stapleton, who lost to Jared Polis, would be able to beat Jared Polis? They did worse than Walker Stapleton. You put up your best. He got 48%. And if your best couldn't take Jared Polis, what makes you think you're third place? So he's a long shot candidate anyways. So I feel like just taking pop shots at politics. Make hay out of anything you want to make hay out of, I guess. But tie it into policy. Greg Lopez, he's an asshole because when he said the police do no wrong, right? He's saying the Democrats, by criticizing the police, are creating a culture. No, it's okay to reform the police. It's okay to make things better. Okay? So we want good police. We want a fair judicial system. We want good cops. And if you're not criticizing the police, then you're just a fascist piece of shit. You're saying that any authoritarian, violent fucking action that a goddamn motherfucker who has a hat and a badge is 100% correct. Okay, Greg Lopez, the cops can't do no wrong, huh? So when they charge you with assault and they charged her with assault, they were correct. Assault in Colorado isn't just you hit somebody. You got to cause bodily injury. So an accusation is a conviction. No due process. We're not going to have a criminal civil procedure. An accusation is a conviction, according to Greg Lopez. Because a cop can do no wrong. Don't criticize the police. What are you fucking talking about? Cops have been getting away with fucking bullshit my entire life. I love Colorado because it feels like the police here know that, that one cop who arrested that old lady just got 5 years in jail. We got police reform here. You can't be a fucking, a cop on you punk. What are you, a punk? Sit there. What do they say? They always like to say stupid shit. Knucklehead. What are you, some sort of knucklehead? You're the punk. You're the fucking knucklehead. You're the anarchic. That motherfucker arrests this 70-year-old woman And he goes back to the station and he's bragging about how he popped out her shoulder. Listen to the pop. Listen to the pop. So Greg Lopez is against written mail-in ballots. He's against democracy. What a piece of shit. He wants us to stand in line. How does that make democracy better? We have to get off work and stand in line instead of having 30 days to look at our written ballot and come to a nice, conclusion. Look online, find out the issues. Who is this? Who is that? Where is this coming from? And make a nice, well-researched, well-informed, data-driven decision. But instead of doing that, he's against democracy. He's all about the cops being, they're right no matter what the fuck they do. And he's against abortion. I would say Colorado has, probably overcorrected, but look at the rest of the damn country. So maybe you need, some mediation, some middle ground when it comes to abortion. But these are the priorities of Greg Lopez. Fucking go against pro-choice, stop democracy, and what was the other fucking thing, Make sure that fascist, authoritarian, asshole motherfuckers, well, if he's just a man, well, he's a piece of shit. But if he's got a badge and a hat, he can do no wrong. Then let's deputize everybody. Let's give everybody a hat and a badge. If we all have a hat and a badge, then who are you going to listen to when somebody accuses somebody else? You're going to have to listen to both sides and actually, fucking adjudicate the thing, huh? Actually, goddamn, take a half a fucking second and look at the damn situation and say, okay, is there clearly a right person? Is one person in the wrong and one person in the right? Let's look at this situation. So, I'd say most of it's much ado about nothing, except Greg Lopez is just 100% slam dunk for any and every fucking police officer that's out here. I'm happy that I live in Colorado. I'm happy that we passed some sort of police reform. That's fantastic. That's exciting. That is exciting. Cops used to just, why do cops think that they could throw a 73-year-old woman down and pop her shoulder out of her socket and then brag to his fucking buddies as if that's what we want out of our police officers? That's not what I want as a society or as a community. You did not make me feel any fucking safer by killing Elijah McClain or by choking out George Floyd or killing Cameron Redis or was it Johnny Hurley? So even though police reform has passed in Colorado, these damn cops are still acting a fucking fool. So we need to probably pass police reform 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 more times, frankly. So he's wrong about democracy and the written ballots. He's wrong about police reform. And he's wrong about abortion. These are his priorities. This is what he's going to bring to Colorado. This is going to be, I'm pretty sure Heidi will probably win. Heidi Ganahl, just based on a total superficial. If she could just string together a couple sentences and can, get to a podium and a microphone. And they're going against Jared Polis, who's one of the greatest fucking governors that's ever lived. How come Oprah Winfrey's always hitting people? It doesn't matter. Your daddy's a butler. It don't matter if your daddy's a butler or if your daddy's a president. It's the same difference. No, Oprah Winfrey, it's not. And then she's going to treat her sweetheart husband like a piece of shit. Is Greg Lopez still married to that woman? Is he still married to that woman? 29 years. They got into it 29 years ago. Is he still married to her? And where is that child? I think that puts that issue to bed. I don't think it sinks him at all. And so that's why it puts me in a position where I feel like I have to defend the motherfucker when I'm against all of his policies. Hit him on policy. Quit acting a fool. Quit being stupid with politics. What's important is his policies. When he's the governor, what are going to be the brand new rules that he's going to fucking sign and enforce? What are the policies? What kind of governor? What kind of Colorado? What kind of vision is he bringing forth to the rest of us? And unless he's beating, unless he's, just Tina Turner, whatever, unless he's just wiping the floor with her and beating her up every day. But 12 times that abuse, you got to quantify abuse, right? If it's only once, I can forgive him. And then it was 30 fucking years ago. He's a fucking boot-licking, goddamn authoritarian fucking kiss-ass. I feel like that's the only reason I feel like you could criticize him, because, motherfucker, oh, that cop said you assaulted her. Nah, that's all it takes. Nah, he accused you of a crime. Who gives a shit about the circumstances? Yeah, she's probably mouthy, probably in your face, probably even hit you first, right? She assaulted you first. You were just defending yourself, pushed her off of you. You didn't, like, kick her like, you know, like you're trying to... But just kind of like, what the hell's your problem, right? Give her a nice little... The cop said you did it. A cop's accusation is a conviction. Nah, fuck you. Nah, fuck you. You go to jail for what, 5 years? Assault? I guess Rohel's 10 years now, right? That's a crime of violence. So both of them, Greg Lopez and his wife, should have gone to jail for 10 years. Nah, you got accused. That's an accusation. An assault? No. Nope, you're going through the criminal justice system. You need a preliminary hearing, deposition, or disposition, maybe a deposition, I don't know. A pre-trial readiness conference.